what command prompt and those orders useful when the Windows is here and I can do everything that I want as well as possible. Why I should spend a lot of time to learn these orders? The reason of that is this: when your OS, I mean your Windows, have a problem and it crashed or something else, you can fix this by using the command prompt orders, and this is good for you so you can fix your system. And it is a thing when you actually know it, you can do everything as fast as possible and look on your OS in a different way. The reason of that is this. Okay, mm, let's say you an example. If you drive a car and you have the license agreement and other things, when your car floods, you can't solve it. The reason of that is this: when you must know how to replace and these things, but you don't know. This is the result.
Okay, at first we are going to, for example, create a folder on music in here, and I am going to name it CMD orders. Okay, this is a folder that we are going to work on it. Then I'm going to press logo plus R, type CMD on here, and this is the command prompt. And the first thing and the first, for example, order that we are going to discuss about is open drive. Right now we are on the C drive, and for example we are going to go on the music, which is I drive. Okay, so what we should do, we type the drive letter, which is I, and enter. Okay, and the second thing and we are going to do is create a folder. Right now we are on I drive, not on the CMD orders. I delete CMD orders. We are on the I drive, so we are going to create a folder on the I drive. We have to type md space the folder name, and the folder name I will put Dr.Comp. Okay, and then press space. Dr.Comp created. We can use another things. For example, mkdir the folder name. I will put my name. As you can see, my name created. This is the ways to create a folder. Okay, I did both of them. Again, I create, for example, this. Okay, we have two mods, and we have two mods in our PC. The first mod is CLI, and it is command line interface. This is the shortcut of command line interface. This is we can type it and do these things. Okay, the second thing is GUI, the graphic mod. This is the things that we can use mouse and other things. This is the graphic mod, and this is GUI, and this is CLI. Right now we are using CLI to do something in our PC. Okay. And the other things that we are going to know is opening a folder. Okay, I press CD space the folder name, which is my name. I press Reza. Okay, right now we are on Reza folder. Let me go on this folder. Then for example we are going to return from this folder. Right now we are in Reza folder. Okay, we are going to return. We can do this cd dot dot. Right now we aren't on the Reza folder. Or maybe I go to this folder again. Or we can do another things. For example, I create many folders on this Reza folder. For example, on the Reza, I will mdm, or as we learn mkdir. The folder name is, for example, R. Okay, this is the two folders. Okay, I'm going to, for example, go on cd r. Oops. We are on the cdr. Then mkdir, for example, j. On the r you can see j, and we are going to j. Type cd j. Okay, right now we are on j. So when I use cd, then backslash, not slash, I use backslash. It's important. When I use backslash, this happens. We are on the I drive, and we are not on the, for example, on the R, J, on the R folder, then on the J. We are on the I partition. It helps us this. Okay.
What is a slash and backslash? Imagine the letter S. When you connect the first and the end part of that, it is a slash. And the backslash. Imagine letter B, then connect the first and the end part of that, it is B, and this backslash.
We are going to, for example, see a drive content. Okay, I use dir. When you type dir, you can see the content that on this folder. For example, these things that I have, and it shows it with the time that these folders have changed, and something happens on this folder. This time is because of that. Okay, and if you wanted to, for example, switch with the orders that you type, you can use the arrows on your keyboard. As you can see, I can switch the arrows that I type with this. I do it. The second rule that we are going to talk about is help. When I press help, I can see the most orders of the command prompt, or I can say the most things that we can do with the CMD. This is the things that we can do. For example, we are going to learn how and what does, for example, type do. We press type, okay, a slash and a question mark. It will show the help of the type. Okay, at first you have to be sure to type the type correctly. I didn't type it. For example, we have to use all of them capital letter. Then do this, and you can see display the contents of a text file folder, and it will show you drive path, then file name, and it will tell us. Okay. And we have another thing which is show tree folders. When I press tree, as you can see, it shows the I drive, or I can say I partition folders like a tree. As you can see, all of the things that I have is right now we are using a lot of things and we type a lot of things on the CMD. I wanted to clean this, so I type CLS. As you can see, all of the things clear. Hey, the certain rule that we are going to not rule I the last number I think of this is change the file name. For example, I'm going press rename on this music. We have to go to the Reza folder. So at first I press CD Reza. On here, for example, I'm going to create a text document file which is d.txt. In here I press rename space d.txt. Okay, but then I typed in text 1.txt. When I press it, as you can see, text 1.txt, it changes. We are going to, for example, change the file path. Then, for example, I type move text 1.txt, then press, for example, R, and it moves to the R folder, which J folder is located on it. Okay, you can use this order to rename a file. For example, on here I press move R, which is the folder I changed, then use space to 1.txt. When I enter, as you can see, I can rename it.
If it was a class, it takes an hour to end. So after you finish this video, do it and repeat the things that you want until the end. And if you have any questions, type it on the comments. I will answer it as fast as possible. Don't forget to like and subscribe the channel. It will help.